and then you should be good to go. This is my bio. You can, like I said earlier, I am an editor and project coordinator for 211 Check at DeFi Head now. I do training on fact checking, information verification, internet research, social media management, and also how to promote content on social media, especially using paid ads. And then I also teach Google tools. So for purposes of this training, we will basically cover three things, which is knowing some of the available search tools, and then you also understand how the tools work, knowing how to use these tools, and then how you can evaluate the results that you find using these search tools. And then what are the objectives of this training? Basically, we want to see that after this training, most of you are introduced to advanced search tools and features that can help you find more relevant and reliable information, which includes using advanced operators, exploring specialized search engines and databases, and also utilizing filters and advanced search settings. And you will also learn how search engines work, index and rank web pages, and leverage this knowledge to improve your search results. And then we'll look at the various strategies and techniques to enhance your online research skills, which includes the use of quotation marks for exact phrase searches, using Boolean operators, and then to refine searches and using advanced search features such as site-specific searches and file type filters. And you as participants will also learn how to evaluate online sources, credibility and reliability critically, which includes assessing sources authority, accuracy, objectivity, currency, and relevance, identifying potential biases, and evaluating the quality of evidence that is provided by the search results that you come across. And then, yeah, so let's look at these search engines. What are they? So as all of you know, like I mentioned from the beginning, that the most common search engines that people use is Google. And most of you, at least at some point, have used Google to find results. Search engines are an intrinsic part of the array of commonly used open source research tools. It's open source, anyone uses search engines. And then many people find that search engines often bring up disappointing results from very dubious sources. And also a few tricks, however, can ensure that you corner the pages that you're looking for from sites you can trust. And then, like I mentioned, search engines is coded differently and told to follow different rules for retrieving and listing. So different search engines might return different results in a different order. So this is why it's a good idea to try a search in multiple search engines, because it will help you find something using one search engine that another search engine missed. So what we mean by this is, for example, in your computer, if you have Microsoft Edge and then you have Chrome, and then you have other search engines, maybe like DuckDuckGo, what you do is you can try, or even you can try this search on DuckDuckGo, you can try on Microsoft Edge, which is Bing, and then you can try also on Google. And then you will realize that you put the same search query, but different results have been returned for you. Some search engines also include results that are paid advertising. So it's always wise to look at the results carefully to determine which results are normal and which ones are paid. So in most cases also, when you search, you realize that the paid results always shows at what? At the top. So it's very, very important that you are able to get the correct sort of results that you are looking for, which in most cases shouldn't be the paid option, because the paid option, forget it. Now, all information on the internet can make it difficult for people to find exactly what they want and to return more accurate results. Google, for example, makes assumption by a search query using the Google search operators. And Google filters information based on a number of factors to optimize search results. So these factors that Google considers, Google as a search engine considers for it to optimize search results, one is popularity of the topic. Okay, when something is popular, the thing is liked. Okay, so is this a topic that people like looking up for on Google? Okay, another factor that Google considers is the location, like using your IP address, and then that can help also bring the kind of results that you are looking for. And then another thing also is another thing that is considered is your search history, like because search engines, they get to record, they get to see like what has this person been searching for most recently. Okay, and then they get to see that at least this is something that like this person has been searching on consistently, so probably this should be the result that we should give this person. Another factor that the search engine considers is the device that is being used for the search. Are you searching from a computer? Are you searching from a phone? Are you searching from a tablet? Or where is the search being performed from? So this is another key factor that the search engine considers when they return results. Now, again, these search engines don't actually know what web pages are about. So what they do, however, know is the words that are on those pages. Okay. So for you to get a search engine to behave itself, what you need to do is you need to work out which words are on your target pages. Okay. Like the kind of information that you're looking for. You want it to be returned from website pages that have what kind of words. Okay. So this means that for you to get accurate results, okay, you need to choose your search terms wisely. You need to choose what words you want to put in the search box very, very wisely. Another thing that you need to do is you need to know that each word you add to the search must focus on the results that you want, and also eliminate results that you don't want to include. Okay, because some of the words are on every page that you are after, so other words might or might not be on the target page. So what you need to avoid is subjective keywords, because they can eliminate useful pages from the results that you are actually looking for. So what are some of the key characteristics of the internet? So very often you will notice that the internet has large volumes of information. Okay. Another thing is the internet is a convenient place for everyone now. When you're doing research, you're looking for information and stuff like that, internet is the place to go. And another thing you should know is that internet does not contain all information. Okay, it has some information. And another thing you should know is that the internet can be potentially frustrating. Like sometimes you look for what you're looking for and you don't get it. Okay, so it can sometimes frustrate your effort and you become pissed. So let's now get into the business. How do you use Google search operators? So you can use Google search operators to find information the same way you would search for any topic or keyword. So let's say you want to think about a topic, okay? You want to think about a topic that you want to research. So what you do is you decide if you want to narrow your search by excluding certain results or looking for information from one particular website. Another thing you should do is then find a search operator to perform your specific search. Then after doing that, you enter your search term and search operator into the Google or into your search engine search box. And then you can then press enter, and then the search engine returns a list of filtered results based on your search term and also based on your search operator. So when you are conducting a search online, consider one, the keywords that you apply. For instance, if you want to look at hate speech reports, or you want to look at cases of misinformation and disinformation, or you want to look at something similar and stuff like that, make sure that you really look for the information that you want, because if you are sort of not very clear, if you are not very intentional about the kind of information you are looking for, you may mess things up. And then another thing is you need to look at this search that you are looking for from multiple angles and keep notes, keep writing notes. This will help you get good results. Another thing is also you need to do multiple searches, okay? You can try keyword variations. For instance, if you're looking for a dining hall, you can also look for cafeteria, you can look for food service and stuff like that. Also, you need to also be specific as you learn more. For instance, you can look at dining hall, or maybe you can change to something specific like University of Juba dining hall. So when you do that, that can help you sort of narrow your results properly. I don't know if we are moving well. If you are moving well, you can do a thumbs up, or you can write okay in the chat box. Unfortunately, I'm not going to allow you to unmute yourselves. Are we okay? Okay, good. I see a lot of thumbs up. That's good. Okay, so let's move on. So one thing that we are going to look at Boolean operators. So the Boolean operators, these are words that are added to a search to make the search more specific. So one of the operators is called AND. So the AND helps you find pages with all of the search terms that are used. Another one is O. O finds pages with at least one of the search terms that you are looking for. And then not exclude pages that include the second term. But also, some of them may not work exactly as you want, but somehow they work. So let's look at this. This is my Google search. This is my Google search engine. So let's say that we are looking for. Let us try the AND. We are looking at dining. We are looking at pages that have dining hall and then student workers. So what we can say is, for instance, if you want student workers and dining hall. Dining is one N, I think, yeah. So when you look at the results here, for instance, look at the first result. It has the student workers here, and then dining hall. When you go here, student workers, dining hall. When you come here, student workers, dining hall. So it will bring you a result that has at least two of the words that you have included, and then you can sort of look at, and then you see if this is the result that you want. And then let's say we are looking for articles that mention Salva Kiir. Let's say Salva Kiir and Riek Machar. Then you enter. And you see all these results that have mentioned at least, you see, Salva Kiir and then Riek Machar. You come down here Salva Kiir, Riek Machar. Let's say you're looking for analysis of the two political leaders. So at least this can help you get that result. You see, all these results are results that mention both of them. You see, so this is how the AND operator works when you are looking for this. Or let's say you want to look for result for searches that mention South Sudan, or let's say that mention maybe Juba, and then Bor. Let's say Juba and Bor. Yes. So you see here, Juba Bor, Bor Juba, Juba Bor, Juba Bor, and it does not bring you any other unnecessary results. You see, so this is one way that you can use the AND to perform searches for your online research. So the other thing that I talked about was O. So O returns at least something that mentions one of two search terms. Let's change this. Let's say Juba or Bor. So you're looking for anything that mentions Juba or Bor. So any result can work for you. Whether it is Juba, whether it is Bor, you are okay with it. So that is how this works. You see? So you see here Juba, you see Bor, Juba, 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 Bor. You see? So that is how O works. Or let's say you are looking for either you're looking for names which mention Dang, or you want Dang, or you want Ding. Okay. Yeah. So you see Ding here, Dang, Dang Ding, Dang Ding, Dang Dong. You see this? So it mentions Dang Limited, Ding, Dang, and stuff like that. So that is how you can use O. So O returns two results. And then now we can look at the other one was not. So not excludes pages that mentions mentions a second term in a search. So let's say we want SPLM. Let's say we want SPLM, not SPLM IO. Okay. Then we can look at this. It brings 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 this. I see that it brings both. I see this both SPLM and it is not actually excluded. But there's another way of excluding that we will look at later on. Probably this one is no longer working, because some of these things also sometimes they can work and sometimes they cannot work. So what you do is you just keep trying and see what works and what does not work. So let me just remove this. We remove this. Then let me search again. Yeah, it's the same results. So it brings both SPLM and SPLM IO. Yeah, but so you see, so that is how the O works, but it doesn't work ideally now. Let's move on. Yeah, so another thing is quotation marks. So quotation marks, they are very important, because when you put quotation marks around multiple word phrases, it can be very helpful if you want to find an exact phrase. It can also help you weed out unrelated content. So let's say what we mean by this is like when you use quotation marks in a search, okay? When you use quotation marks in a search, it really helps you very, very much in bringing exact results. Let's say I see somebody here called Justin Simon Elinai. So I want to Google to bring for me exactly pages that mention these names, okay? Then I have to put them in quotation marks, you see? Then it brings for me, it will not bring for me results that are anyhow. You see, like here, Justin Elinai, freelance interpreter, RSC Africa, you see? Justin, you see, it brings for me these mentions here, you see? Exactly the same name that I have been looking for. It will now, okay, let me remove these quotation marks and then let me just search Justin Simon. You see, it will bring a lot of results, a lot. Even if I click more, a lot of results here. You see, but then when we put the quotation, let me put the quotation marks again, and then you guys can see. You see here, the results are very few, only two. His LinkedIn, where he mentioned that his name is Justin Simon Elinai, and then also this school.com account, where he mentioned that his name is Justin Simon. You see this? So this is how the quotation marks helps. It really weeds a lot of unnecessary results when you are performing your searches. Let's say I am looking for 211 check only. I want to see mentions of 211 check on Word web pages. So I will put like this, and then you see. So the first thing is it brings our Google My Business account. Then it comes here, it brings our website. It comes here, our Facebook page, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Facebook page again. This one is not ours, but at least it has the keywords 211 check. And then here for IFCN, and then here 211 check somewhere here. This is SlideShare. This is Instagram. You see? So it brings where these two keywords are what? Are found. So that is how you can use this. Let's say you want to talk about online research. Online research. Then you click. See, it brings this. You see, online research only where the online research mentioned. Online research, online research, online research, online research. So the use of quotation marks is very, very important because it helps without unnecessary or unrelated content. And also the quotation marks can help limit the results of a search because it returns pages with exact matches and not unnecessary or unrelated content, which can make it very difficult for you to choose. Okay. Another thing that we are going to look at now is, again, we'll continue with the Boolean operators. So, like when you use the Boolean operators, make sure that the Boolean operators are written in what? In capital letters. This is already explained. Yes. So another thing is another trick is the use of site. So for instance, let's say you are looking for a specific site where you want to get information from. Okay. Let's say that you want to find out maybe articles about Salva Kiir on a certain news website over the last month. Okay. Let's say that you want to find out articles about Salva Kiir on a certain news website over the last month. Okay, so what you can do is this. Let's say I want exactly Salva Kiir Mayarbit I want to see how many articles were written. So when you want to find from a specific site, so what you do is you put the site and then you put the domain. Let's say we want to find from Juba Echo. I want to see how many mentions of Salva Kiir on Juba Echo recently. So I will put this, the name, and then I will put site, then I will put colon, I will put colon, then I will put the domain name. Okay, then I enter. It will bring for me only Salva Kiir articles from Juba Echo, only in the last then if I want to narrow the searches, I can come to tools, okay? And then from tools I can choose the time. Let's say I want in the past month, and then in the past month, you see, verbatim exactly this, you see, in the first month, in the past month. Okay, yeah. So in the past month only, there's one article by Juba Echo on about Salva Kiir. That was 2 days ago. You see here. Then Salva Kiir must win 2024. You see this? So this is okay. The screen wasn't showing. Okay, let me just try to explain again. Unfortunately, I didn't share the screen. Okay, let me just come back. So what you do is, what you do is this. You can come to the search and then you enter. I want, like I mentioned earlier, I want articles exactly having Salva Kiir Mayardit on Juba Echo website. Okay, I will put my search term Salva Kiir inside quotation marks, and then I will put the word site, and then I will put colon, and then I will put the domain name for Juba Echo. Then I enter. Then I will come to tools. You see these tools here, and then these tools you will see this drop down anytime, and then all results. After that, I will choose, I want only articles written in the past month. Okay, you see, this is the article that they bring, only one article from Juba Echo about Salva Kiir last month. And this was an opinion. So if I want, I can click and then I will read the article written. Okay, so that is how this works. And then yeah, so this is it. You see the story is loading. Okay, great. So yeah, so you see this is the article um, written by this opinion 2 days ago, and it is here. So that is how this works. I hope this is very clear. So let me go back. Um, and then if you want to, you see these things you see on top here, these are filters. If you want images, you can click images. If you want news, you click news, it will bring you all the news. Okay. If you want videos, you click videos, and then to bring for you this. If you want more, you can come, there are books and there's finance. And then this tool helps you refine or filter your search further. Okay. So that is how it works. All. So let's say that we want uh, news by City Review. We can put City Review, cityreviewss.com. Then we enter. Yeah, you see, Upper Nile leaders ramp up support for President Kiir. President Kiir to visit Russia next month. Equatoria promised Robert support base for President Kiir. Why 2023 has been year of no rest for Kiir. President Kiir approves million salary package. Kiir fires press secretary. Only, only where you see Kiir mentioned is what you will see in these search results. So let's say you are doing really research and these are your specific things. It helps you big time in not having unnecessary results in your what? In your search. Um, yeah, I hope that is very clear. Let's say we want to see maybe, let's say we want to see fact check. Fact check. on Radio Tamazuch, radioTamazuch.org. We want to see, yeah. So you see, fact check, Sudan's Al Burhan did not visit El Genina. Fact check, General Yao Yao's whereabouts. Fact check, Journalist Garang still in custody. So you see where they mention fact check is what you will see from. So if, let's say, we want to see if whether Riot Mazuja has ever done a fact check, so at least this can be a good search term that you can use, and then you see the fact checks written by Radio Tamazuch. You see fact check, fact check, fact check. You see, at least they have done a couple of fact checks here. Yeah. So that is how the search term works. I hope that is very clear for you guys. Yeah, using the site is very, very important. Again, let's say you want to sometimes let's look at this. You want to see how many universities have used this South Sudan website of edu.ss. You see here, University of Barakazal, they have, University of Juba has, Ramsel University has, and then you see this, Rumbek University of Science and Technology. You see all this. So only 4 universities, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 universities have used this edu.ss website. University of Barakazal, University of Juba, Ramshel University. This should be a new university, I think. And then Rumbek University of Science and Technology. Yeah. So these are the 4 universities that have used this this website. Let us try com.ss. Let's see which companies have used this. So you see here, Empire Pages, they have used .com.ss, panloygroup.com.ss, Icon Aviation, Adior International LCC, Bloom Healthcare, Hope Motors and Auto Spares, Explore Travels, Ubuntu Company Limited, Snap Recruitment Consultancy, xconnect.com. You see, I see a lot of companies are already using the .com.ss. Even I see Federal Democratic Party, they have also used this. So there are a lot of companies that are already using the .com.ss domain. Even you see Capital Pay is using it. You see? So a lot of companies, even Fortune Bet is already using it. National Investment and Development Bank is using it. I see this company for those of Gale is also using it. I see MTN. MTN is also using MTN. Yeah. So there are a lot of companies that are already using this .com.ss domain from South Sudan. Okay, let us see which organizations are using it. We look at org.ss. We click. Then you see here, you see DASA, Ebony Youth Organization, CSPS, Judicial Reform Committee, Bridge Network, Peace and Development Collaborative Organization, Community Agriculture and Skills Initiative, South Sudan, South Sudan National blah blah, the Rescue Mission, Human Appeal Organization, Agency for Sustainable, so South Sudan Internet Governance Forum, South Sudan National Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. So you see a lot of women organization, women bloc, yeah, governance department, yeah. So at least like this, you will get to see which organizations are already using this. So let us see which government agencies are using this domain. So you put this, and then you get to see Bank of South Sudan, Ministry of Petroleum, Bureau of Standards, USAF, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Mining, Ministry of Gender, National Bureau of Statistics. Yeah, so you get like really results that are very narrowed and that results that are not all over the place and can help you in your research and save a lot and a lot of time. Now, let us move to the next thing. Yeah, so this is it. So this is just another example. So let's say that you are looking up for someone. Okay, I see Richard Sultan. Okay, let's say I want to find Richard Sultan. I want to find Richard Sultan on Twitter. I want to see if there's somebody called Richard Sultan on Twitter. I will to twitter.com. I don't know whether Twitter has changed or is still. Oh, I will say Facebook. Facebook.com. I want to see if there's somebody having those names in those two platforms. It's not there. No results for this person, for this person. Without, okay, let me try without the codes. And let's see if it can bring any tangible results. Again, there are no results for this person. Let me try a different name. Let me try this name, Justin Simon, that we tried earlier. Then we see it's not bringing again. So let's do this. Let's do one site. Okay, on Facebook it brings. Okay, let's do LinkedIn. Let's add LinkedIn instead. LinkedIn.com. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So LinkedIn, it brings this person. This person here. I think Twitter maybe because there's confusion, because sometimes it brings x.com and stuff like that. So let me enter Richard Sultan again. Okay, Richard Sultan. Yeah, you see, so it brings on LinkedIn here, associate editor at timeoftheworld.com. On Facebook, there's Richard Sultan profile here. Yeah, so you see this. So like it also helps you when you're doing investigation and you want to know whether this person, whether a particular name has accounts from a particular social from a particular social profile. So that is how it works. I hear somebody say I should check work attack. Okay, let me check work attack. Work attack on Facebook and on yeah. So you see there's work attack here on Facebook. Work attack here on Facebook. I see work attack here on LinkedIn. Broadcast journalist at Juba Monitor. Work attack, you need to update your profile. You are no longer with Juba Monitor, right? So you need to go and update your LinkedIn profile and make it updated. But you see even here your photo is here. Even I see your photo is somewhere here in this photo where we did a training at DeFi Head. Yeah. So that is how you can sort of do this in order to beef up your investigation. Yep. We can proceed. Yeah, another thing is file type. So sometimes you are searching online and you really want Google to return for you a document, or maybe you want a spreadsheet, or you want a PDF. But then sometimes it brings for you even words, so it makes it very difficult maybe for you to answer your assignment in terms of getting this. So what you need to do now is you need to narrow your results using the file type, searching for file type. Okay, so what you do is you need to know the file type that you're looking for, whether you want a PDF, or whether you want a document, or whether you want an Excel spreadsheet. So if you want a document, you put DOCX. This one will return for you Microsoft Word. If you want a PDF, just write PDF. If you want Excel, you write XLSL. XLSX. Then yeah, but then if you want PowerPoint, you put PPTX. Okay. Okay. Now let's say that right now let's say that right now we are doing online research. Now I want to find out if there are presentations online about online research. So I want online research. I want a presentation about online research. Then I will say file type. The file type I am looking for is PPTX. I want a PowerPoint. You see? Now it brings for me PowerPoint presentations about online research. If I click this here, you see it is already downloading. You will not see, but already downloading. Then if I open it, class. So all these results that you are seeing here, these are presentations. So if you download, it will just download for you the presentation. For example, let me just share my screen and then you see the one that I just downloaded from online research. Let me just check my window. You see, this is the one that I just downloaded. You see, online research and training resources. You see, it brings this, brings this, brings this. So this was the one that I done. You see, this is a presentation, and that was what I had instructed my search to show for me. So that is how this works. And then let's say that you are looking for a PDF. Then you just say PDF here. It will only return for you PDF. So these are all PDF documents that you are seeing here. So when you click this, they will just, you see PDF, they will just download. And then if you're looking for Excel, you put XLSX. Then you what? You search. So these are all Excel. These are all tables. So when you click this, it will download for you just a spreadsheet on your what? On your computer. If you're looking for a Word document, you put docs like this. DOCX. It will download. Yeah. So all these are Word documents that you are seeing here. Yeah. So so that is how it works when for the file type. Let's say we want to talk about let's say we want information about education in South Sudan, and I am looking for a file type. I will write file type, and then I put a colon, then I am looking for a Microsoft Word document having this topic. So it shows here. So these are all Word documents. So when you click this, you see, I see even a project thing. The project will provide access to education with 9,000 girls in Kajokeji. These are all docs. These are all docs. So when you download this, so it's not text. So that is how you can get file types when you are searching for information online. This can help when you are searching for information online, when you're looking for a specific file types. This can save you the idea of just getting a lot of results and stuff like that. So please, if you're looking for Microsoft, you put file type and then DOCX. If you're looking for PDF, just put file type and PDF. If you're looking for presentation, you put file type and PPTX. If you're looking for Excel, you put file type and XLSX. So this will help you get exactly the information that you are looking for. Now, let's move to what is next. Site, I already explained. Yeah, so another thing is, these are just very basic things now. Let's say that you are looking for weather information. So you can find weather information by doing three things. One, by putting the city. the state or the county or the zip code of the particular place. So in our case, let's say that we want to know the weather in Juba. So you can just put weather and then colon and then Juba. Then you enter. So this, you see, this is the weather information now for Juba. Come on, I didn't share my screen. So I said you write weather and then colon, and then you write the location. In our case, we are in Juba. So you see it brings the weather situation for Juba, you see? It's right now, it's 91 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is 1%, humidity is 42%, the wind is this. The weather partly cloudy. It brings also the forecast for Saturday, for Sunday, for Monday, Tuesday. Rain is expected on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You see? And then this is the source, weather.com. So this is how it brings. So let's say some of you are in Nairobi. Let's say we want to see the weather for Nairobi now. Then you enter. So it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit, rain all days. Come on, hey. And then it's 4 p.m., mostly cloudy and stuff like that. So that is how the weather one works. And somebody saying, let me check for Capoeira. Okay, let me check Capoeira. Capoeira. This is Capoeira. Capoeira is 92 degrees Fahrenheit. It's raining. It's claims that it's partly cloudy, and the precipitation is 1%. The wind keeps on changing, and this is the forecast for the coming days and at what specific times. This is the weather forecast here. So that is how you do the weather thing. Another one is the map. If you want to see the map of a location. So what you do is, again, you put map and then the location. So let's say we are looking for map of South Sudan. So you put map and then colon and then South Sudan. Then you enter. So you see, this is the map. Bring to the map of South Sudan. All the results that you will see are results having only map in it. See, map. If you want to see the images, you click images. And these are the images having the various maps of South Sudan. And then you get to choose what map you are looking for, whether a map that is very detailed or blank map like this. You see, this map is blank, or this, and stuff like that. So that is how the map information helps when you are looking for such results. And then another one that we are going to look at is in-text. So if you want to look for words within a web page's body text, okay? Let's say what you do is now you put in-text like this, and then you put the words that you're looking for. Let's say in-text, and we are looking for Wikimedia, maybe South Sudan. Then you enter. So you see here, Wikimedia community user group, South Sudan, Wikimedia user group. You see this, it brings you this, Wikimedia, and then South Sudan. So it brings words, because here we do not put quotation marks. So it brings where there are these two words within a web page's information. Then it sorts of bring here and yep. So that is how this works when you are yes, Benjamin, you can put the quotation marks when you're looking for exact matches. Probably you missed that. So when you are doing that, so you can can enter the quotation marks, the inverted commas, for you to find exact matches. So let's say you're looking for your name, Benjamin Makurdeng. So if we look for if we bring your name, if I put your name now here, Benjamin Makurdeng, if I put your name here, you see Benjamin Majurdeng. You see, it brings for us a lot of results. Yeah, even Ben Majur, list of candidates who pass computer-based test. Benjamin Mabil Majur. You see, it brings this. But now, if we put quotation marks, okay, it will not bring for us some of those unnecessary results. Okay, it will bring for us exactly only Benjamin Majurdeng. You see here, your Facebook. You see here, this Facebook is a fact check where your name was written, and then this by Kush Air, Benjamin Majur Deng. You see, it does not bring. You see now the results here, only 3 results. Like they are not as many as the other results that you saw in the previous search. Do you get the difference now, Mr. Benjamin? Good. That is why it's very important to use inverted commas when you are doing your search. Another thing is this. Another one that you can use is called in URL. The in URL is used to find a URL with a certain word or phrase. Okay, let's say that you are looking for maybe dog breeds in a URL like the ones you're seeing here, terrier. So we can say dog breeds in URL area like this. You see here, we have terrier group in URL, terrier breed dogs. You see, so that is how it works. It sort of finds a URL with a certain word or phrase. Yep, that is how it works. Another thing is, if you want to find out like exact words that are with exact, so for instance, let's say I am looking for South Sudan in URL news, something like that. Then you enter, then you see news, South Sudan, news, South Sudan, news, South Sudan, news, South Sudan, and South Sudan, and South Sudan, and South Sudan, until the end here. You see that? So that is how it works. And also, I sometimes use it when I want to find out the words in the URL, when I want to find out your URLs of particular websites that have certain things. Okay, so for instance, another way, for instance, let's say, like earlier we looked at the websites that use the South Sudan sort of domain. Yeah, so another way that I use it is, for instance, I want to see which websites have .gov.ss in their URL. It helps me find South Sudan government websites. You see, it brings me government websites for these South Sudan things. You see, like here, e-services, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Revenue Authority, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Agriculture, Bank of South Sudan, Ministry of Petroleum, the National Audit Chamber, the Ministry of Education, the National Bureau of Statistics, the National Communication Authority, the National Ministry of Gender, Child and Social Welfare, the National Bureau of Standards, you see, Universal Service Access Fund, Ministry of Mining, South Sudan Public Health Institute, Ministry of East African Affairs. You see, it helps me do this also. So that is what I sometimes use it for. Yeah, and then Another thing is in title. So the in title, it helps you, the in title helps you search a page title for a word or phrase, okay? Let's say that we want to find out uh, page, the page titles having certain words, okay? Let's say, let's say that, we are looking for, like right now, we have elections in South Sudan. Let's say that we want to see how many web titles have elections. Let's say South Sudan elections. It can be easy. South Sudan elections. And you enter. You see? So here, South Sudan key electoral positions remain unanswered. 2024 South Sudan's election. Talk peace, vote peace. South Sudan's 2024 elections. South Sudan president pledges free and fair elections. So you see, South Sudan's key to run in first ever presidential election. South Sudan elections. South Sudan. So it brings you these pages that have South Sudan elections in their titles. So that is the work of the in title, command actually. Now, another thing that we are going to look at, we want to look at some deprecated Google search operators. So deprecated Google search operators are unreliable, or they give inconsistent results. So sometimes they might work, or sometimes they might not work. So for instance, one of these is this symbol here. So this symbol is when you want to include the synonyms of a word in your search, okay? So let's say, for example, we are looking for marketing, and then we want similar words for marketing to show in our search results. So we can do marketing, and then we enter. So you see, it brings marketing refers to activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. Marketing, 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 marketing. You see marketing everywhere. Yep. So that is the work. Bring similar words or words that are related to a particular search term. Okay. And then also sometimes you can put plus in front of the word if you want to get exact matches. So let's say marketing as marketing. You see, it brings exactly where you see marketing, 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 everywhere, marketing. You see? So it's not like if you do like that, and then it would bring that. And then another one is date range. So the date range helps you search within a certain date range in what we call a Julian date format. So let me check what is the Julian date format. Oh. Yeah, the combination of year plus a relative number within the year. So a typical is this. Okay. So for instance, let's say you want to but the best I would advise for the date range is to usually use the tools, come to the tools, and then come to time. If you want to put custom range, you can click custom range, and then you can insert the time here. So let's say you want from January from January 1st, 2023 up to now, up to maybe August 31st. Then you click go. Then it brings for us results within this range. So this date range actually works very, very well for your research aspect. Now, another one is called the info. So the info helps you find information about a particular web page. Okay, so for instance, let's say that we want to find info about Zain.com. It brings you Zain here, Zain Group, Zain Mobile Telecommunication Company, Zain Group, Zain Bahrain, Zain Group here, Zain. Yeah, even including the whois domain. Yeah, and then let's say you want to find info about 211check.org. You can enter it here. Then it also brings this info in South Sudan, tackling misinformation for hate-free, 211 check on International Journalist Network, Civic Tech, 211 check. I see LinkedIn here, 211 check, 211 check, consultancy, 211 check, CPESA, Great Resource, and so forth and so on. So the info sometimes work and sometimes it doesn't work. Let's look at Indeed.com. Brings this, yeah, about Indeed, our company, Indeed, on Wikipedia, on LinkedIn, on Netlify, and so forth and so on. So this is how the info works when you are doing your searches. Just put info, colon, and then the domain name, and then you are good to go with your search. Another thing that we look at is also the link. So the link helps you find pages that link to a specific website. So let me just say this link, and then I enter. So you see all these links are links that have been included and links to somehow to the website that we have included there, or they are very similar to what the website talks about. And yep. So other tips that you should know. Other tips that you should know is that so for you to find better results, in most cases, make sure that you can double up the modifiers. These things that I've been explaining, you can double them up. For instance, you can make your searches even more relevant by combining search modifiers. You can use any combination of site, file type, and the minus or plus modifiers at the same time. You can also use file types such as Excel spreadsheets by typing this to eliminate certain terms from your search. You can also use the minus sign. Okay. So by this, we mean this. Okay. For instance, let's say that you are looking for financial act. Okay, let's say that you are looking for South Sudan financial act, and you want this act from the NRA website. Okay? And you want the file type. You want the file type to be PDF. So you can double up the modifiers like that, and then you can try to enter and then see if you can get results. You see here, it brings for you exactly what you're looking for. You see, Financial Act, and then it brings for you, this is a PDF document. Financial Act 2022-2023 brings for you this. And the results comes from the NRA website, you see, and not from any other website. You see that? So that is how that is what we mean by saying that sometimes you can double up the modifiers so that you even get very narrowed results. Okay. Another thing is this. Another thing is okay. So another thing is you can also use what you call the advanced search. Okay, on Google, when you search for something, okay, let's say peace in South Sudan. So what you do is when you come to this search homepage, okay, and then if you want to search by image, you can use this camera icon, or sometimes you can search by voice. If you are too lazy to write, you can click this and Juba. You see, it searches Juba. And then let's say, okay, okay. Okay. So and then if you want to search by image, you can click this. Come on, I didn't share. So I was saying you can do this microphone, okay? Let's say you are searching for, you want to search Juba, you can click this, Juba. Then it brings.
Here's the definition of Juba, a dance originating among plantation slaves in the southern.
Juba. Then it is search.
According to Wikipedia, Juba is the capital and largest.
Then if you want to do search by image, you click this camera icon, or you can come to these images. You click this, and then you upload the image that you are searching for. Let's say, for instance, I have this image. Then I run this search with Google Lens. Then it brings for us this. Then I can click find source. Then it can bring where this particular image was shared in the past. So that is how search by image works. Also, another way of searching by image is by coming here and you click images. So basically that is how the search engine works. And then somewhere down here on the bottom right, you will see privacy, you will see terms, and then you will see settings. So under settings, there is something called advanced search. So you click advanced search. So with advanced search, you can fill these tables, you can fill these boxes in order to narrow your search. Let's say that we want to find these exact words or phrase. Somebody was earlier saying that I should search for their name. Okay, let me put this person's name. This person earlier was saying I should okay, let me React AI. React AI. I put React AI here. I want exactly these results. If you want all words, you can put here. Any of these words, you can put here. None of these words, you can put here. Numbers ranging from here, you can put here, okay? But for me, I want exactly this. And then I will put which language do I want? Any language, or if I want English, I can look for English here. Which region do I want? I can choose the region. I don't know if we have South Sudan. South Sudan. We don't have South Sudan. Okay, let me just put any region, and then which time, anytime, which website do I want the result to come from? Let me say any website. Do I want any file type? No, I don't want any file type. Any file type can work. Yeah, so after that, I will click advanced search. And then it will search for me. So you see here, React AI got code, marketing and research, analysis specialist at Zain, South Sudan. React AI got code on Facebook. It bring React AI DeFi head now East Africa. React AI empowering fact checking. React AI on TikTok. Okay. React AI on Instagram. Here, list of 201 Code 8 employees. I think React AI was once an employee at Code 8. So you see here, yeah. So that is how this works. You see, it brings React AI and it puts quotation marks. So that is how the advanced search works. So like I mentioned earlier, what you do is when you come to Google, come down here on the bottom right corner, then you click settings. Then under search settings, you click advanced setting, then this table will come to you. Then you read the instructions. There's find pages with, and then there are instructions here. So you put them, then you click advanced search, and then it helps you get the results that you are looking for. Yep. Yeah. So the last group of things that we are looking at is symbols. So sometimes you can use these symbols like brackets. So the brackets helps you in grouping multiple search terms or search operators together, and then search what you're looking for. And then also we have minus. Minus helps you to exclude things. And then asterisk helps you to tell the search engine that there's unknown text. And then two dots, it helps you put a dead range within between numbers. And then yeah. So for instance, let's say we want to double up search terms. Let's say uh, I want SPLM or SPLM IO minus FDs. Then I enter. It brings for me this, but then it will not bring for us anything about former detainees in the search results. You see? So like this, we have used the brackets to double up the modifiers. And you can even put a lot of brackets and be able to perform your searches effectively. That is how this works. And then the other one that we talk about is minus. So minus helps you to exclude things. So let's say we want articles that mentions Riek, Riek Machar 10 minus Salva Kiir, Mayar, yeah, enter. So here you will see articles that only mention They only mention Riek Machar, but there's no mention of Salva Kiir, Mayardit in them. But I see this one mentions. I see this one mentions. I see this one here mentions. Okay, let me try to put these quotation marks here so that this phrase is, let's see whether it will bring any results. Okay. Yeah. I think this one works. So you will only see Riek Machar and there's no mention of Kir anywhere in these articles. Yeah. So I think this one with the quotation marks, it works well. It works well. Yeah. And then let's say maybe you are looking for articles that mentions South Sudan, but no mention of Uganda in them. No mention of Uganda in them. And you enter. Then you see these articles here, and here. Now, yeah, so that is how this works. The minus, and then the asterisk, like I said, it helps you tell a search engine that there's some unknown text that you don't know that is missing from the particular search term that you have indicated. And then we have the dollar sign. The dollar sign helps you to search for prices in a particular currency. And then we have the @sign. It is used to search for results in social media. And then we have this is used to search for hashtags. And then it's used for 2 units for converting 2 units. And then the pipe symbol, what it does, it works the same as O. So if you're too lazy to write O, you can just write this pipe sign in the search. Now, sometimes it's very important for you to evaluate search results, okay? So we are going for a 3-minute break. So just take a break, you reflect on the learning points. I am going to share the attendance register, and then we will resume after resume after that. We will resume after that. We will resume after that. So let's take a break. You can grab a glass of water. I am sharing the attendance in the chat box so that you can register your attendance. For those ones who are following on YouTube, we will also put the attendance register in the live chat of the YouTube. In the meantime, also, if you have any questions, you can drop the questions in the chat box while we do this break. Actually, it's not going to be 3 minutes, but it's going to be 5 minutes. 5 minutes break. Please grab a glass of water. You can do an exercise, and you can exercise, just stretch yourself a bit, and then we resume. Kindly register your attendance. I have shared the attendance link in the chat box. If you're following on YouTube, I am sharing the attendance list. So when we return, we will look at the importance of evaluating search results, and then we'll also look at how you can do some searches on social media, but we will focus mainly on how to do searches on Facebook as well as on Twitter. We will just run over that very quickly and look at some key things that you should take into consideration while doing searches on platforms like Twitter or on Instagram or on Facebook. Yeah. So those ones who are on YouTube, please register your attendance. We have pinned the attendance in the chat box. Yeah, we have pinned the attendance in the live chat of the YouTube live stream. So kindly register your attendance. You can register your attendance. You can register your attendance. You can register the attendance. You can attendance you can register the attendance. 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 We have pinned the attendance register in the live chat. Or I see 8 people are following on YouTube. So 8 people, please register your attendance on YouTube. Yeah. So we are left with 2 minutes before our break gets done, so that we can continue the session. Yeah, Dorcas, I see your question. Is it possible to view prices originally in dollars, but you can view them using a local currency? Yeah, for some countries it's possible. For instance, now, if you are in countries like Kenya, it shows for you prices in Kenyan shillings. But in South Sudan, it's not yet possible. In South Sudan, you have to convert locally. But if you're in other countries that have integrated their online systems, because it is something that has to be effected by the central bank of a particular country. But some countries that have effected their online systems, they don't see prices in dollars. They see their prices in local currency. Okay, then. So, uh, yeah. So if you are in a country like South Sudan, you cannot view them in local currency. You have to convert them. But if you are in other countries, you can actually see them. If you want to try, what you do is you do a VPN, and then go to a country that is pretty advanced, and then you check for prices of things online. You will realize that the prices will be in the local currency of that particular country. Yeah. Um, yeah, so kindly register your attendance. Register your attendance, and we hope that we resume in 2 minutes to sum up the rest of the training session. Thank you. If you have any questions, kindly drop them in the chat box. Okay, great. Can you hear me? You can put a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. Thumbs up. Um, Thumbs up. Okay, good. So you're welcome back from the break. I hope all of you have been able to register your attendance in the chat box. I know some people are looking for the attendance and then they will run away. So, but then what is very important is seeing that you get to understand the key concepts here and how they can sort of help you in your work, especially. Very important. So I see some questions. Reshare the attendance. The attendance was shared. How about friends who are locked out of the meeting? Yeah, if you're locked out of the meeting, we cannot let you in, unfortunately. And then you can also register for someone. You can register for someone because there's a way. We will figure out. And then somebody saying, I don't see the attendance. Attendance was shared a lot of times, and I announced it. Somebody saying, is there a tool that can be used to trace a news article in a website? In a website, is there a way? Is there a way to trace in a website that has been recently deleted? So you what you can do is usually you can use web archive, but chances are very ball. You can use web archive, okay? You can use this. What is the Wayback Machine? Let me share the link for you in the chat box. So what the Wayback Machine does, it can help you see previous versions of websites. But what I'm telling you is this: like when you come across an article, and then you suspect the article might be deleted. So what happens is you need to save the article. Okay, save the article on this Wayback Machine here. Okay, because when you save it on the Wayback Machine, it will be very hard for the person to sort of it will be very hard for the person to delete it. So sorry, I mean, even if the person deletes it, you will have your own version of the what of the news. But again, what you can do is this: you can search. Let's say you want to see the website for number one citizen newspaper. Okay. Let's just say cityreviewss.com. So you can enter. What is it doing again? It's not bringing the results I want. Let me try again. cityreviewss.com. Okay. So you see this? It brings for you previous versions of the website that have been captured by this machine. So let's say that maybe the article was published in October, and then on October 31st, it was deleted. Maybe what you can do is you can check a snapshot of the website on October 14th around this time. So you can click here. And then you see the version of the website at that time. And then you will see if it can bring for you any results. So if the article was among those at that time, and then you will get from this list, you will get the article there. You will find that it is not deleted, okay, because this is an archived version of the website. But if it was deleted when it wasn't captioned, then it's very unfortunate for you. But then what I would advise you to do is this. So when you come across a news article, maybe that you are fact checking, that you want to fact check, you can come to this same website here, come to web, and then come to save. And then you put that particular article. Let's say that let's go to the website for Radio Tamazuj. Let's go to the website for Radio Tamazuj, and then humanitarian aid worker killed in Greater Pibor. You take this article, you take the link for this article, and then you come back to your Wayback Machine, and then you come to this box written save now. You paste this article here, and then you save this article. So here you click save page, and then the article is being saved. Yeah, so this is the article, it's being captured. So once it is captured, it's taking pretty long, but let's be patient a bit. So this is the only way you can play around that, Mr. Ball. Otherwise, it's pretty tricky, especially when the article was deleted and it wasn't captured by the Wayback Machine. Yeah. So now it's done. You see now the article has been captured by this Wayback Machine. So now this is the link that you should keep. I am putting it in the chat box. So this link, even if Radio Tamazuj edits this article, or even if they delete this article, you will still have your own copy of the article using this link that I have archived here. So even if they make edits, even if they delete, you will have your own record. So this is very, very important, especially if you are doing fact checking. Make sure that where the claim is, you archive it so that the claim is not edited or is not removed. Then somebody still who are complaining about attendance. I am sharing the attendance here. Please register your attendance. This is the attendance. So what you do is register your attendance using that link. And then another question is, I used to do a lot of search and not get results. Okay. The slides, okay. Okay, somebody is saying if someone copies someone's information or writing shared as he or her work, how would it be identified? Okay, we will come to that. We'll come to that. So let us proceed with our presentation. I think those are okay. Now, what is like you may come across a lot of searches, and then it's now upon you as the researcher to evaluate your search results. So some results may not be helpful for you because of wrong topic, because information is not enough, because of incorrect or outdated information, or because of sources that are not trusted, or because of wrong tone for your project, and so forth. Sometimes because you have not put a precise formula. So what you need to do is make sure that you find out the purpose, you find out who is responsible, you find out when last the information was updated, you find out whether the information is collaborated on other places. So this is where triangulation comes in. Another also, you need to check the domain extensions. Like anyone can register .com, .net, .org. So it's not a great way to tell whether a source is credible. Also, .edu and .gov can only be used by education institutions and governmental institutions. Make sure that you know this. Also, it's still not reliable. So some clues that help to determine a site's purpose include the tone and the language that is used, the assumptions or generalizations, the commercialization or non-commercial, advocating for a particular opinion, the copyright notice, also the links and the sources that are cited in a particular piece of information. So for you to be using Google search operators properly, make sure that you are able to remove spaces between commands and search terms. A clean search will give you the best results. Also, you need to learn how to combine search operators. You can use nearly all basic and advanced commands together to narrow your search further. Also, you should exclude terms that are not valuable in your search. You can use hyphen frequently to avoid content that is not helpful. Uh, you should make sure that for you to find plagiarism. Okay, let's say that you in your paper that the person who was asking about plagiarism, that person, who is that person? That person is Benjamin Majur. So Benjamin, what you do is this, okay? Let's say that, for example, you have your own website, okay? And then let's say that in your website, you can put, in your website, you wrote something like fact checking in South Sudan. So I'm going to say, I want to find fact checking in South Sudan. Let's say you have fact checking organization in South Sudan. And then you put this. And then what you do is you minus. Let's assume that your website is 211tech.org. Because on 211tech, we wrote something like fact checking organization in South Sudan. And then we put 211tech.org. We want to see whether there's anywhere else where fact checking in South Sudan has been written. Then you enter. You see, there's no results for this. So this means that something similar to this was not published anywhere else. Okay. So this is one way you can use to identify whether your work has been copied by someone online. Just put in text if it is from a particular website, and then you put the word you're looking for. Maybe you define peace in your website. You say peace is the absence of war. Maybe that is how you define peace. And then you want to know whether somebody used this definition of yours somewhere else. And then you enter. Then that is where you'll be able to identify that. I hope that is very, very clear. Likambu is saying, how do I limit advertisements from popping up when searching information? No, you cannot limit. What you do is you can identify ads easily. Because let's say you are searching for let's say, let me just say South Sudan, maybe. And then if there's an advertisement, it will usually show AD somewhere. I don't know how can I get an advertisement. Okay, let me try SEMrush. Not bringing, but usually when they Okay, can you hear me, guys? I was knocked out of the meeting. Can you hear me? See you on Monday. Can you hear me? Okay, okay, good. So I was saying, yeah, Likambo, the other guy who was asking about this. Yeah. So now you see this here. See this. You see, I search for airlines. So you see here, you will see sponsored. So this means that this is an ad. You see, this is an ad. This is an ad. So this is how you can identify ads. But I'm not so sure there's a. Yeah. So this is you can just see, usually they will appear, usually they usually appear here, or sometimes at the bottom, or sometimes in between. But when you see this sponsored, or when you see AD, some box here, you know that this is a paid advertisement. Yeah. So these are the references. Later on, when I share the presentation, I will share the presentation, then you will download, then you can go to these sites where you can get more information about how to better your search results. Otherwise, thank you guys so very much. It's been nice interacting with all of you. Um, yeah, it's been nice interacting with all of you. I hope that you found this session pretty useful. Unfortunately, because we are left with 2 minutes, we cannot do social media search. We can do that social media search on another day. Like I mentioned earlier, we have these trainings monthly. Um, so we will have this again. Probably that's when we can do social media search. But I think this is enough information for you to digest and then for you to practice. So go try practice and then see whether you find this kind of narrowing your search is very useful. I wish you guys the very best of your afternoon. I hope that all of you have been able to register your attendance in the chat box. I hope all of you have been able to register your attendance. Enjoy your afternoon and take good care of yourselves.